Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy GrandmastaJ, and today I will be discussing something that I feel like has been kind of itching in the back of everyone's minds. Have I, as a Nago main, one who put Nago on the map, who developed so much tech for this character, and who has seen very great success with him, have I dropped my boy? No, I didn't. Now, let's answer this question, all right? What is one of the reasons why I don't really play him that much? Well, reason number one is there's just so many characters that came out in Guilty Gear Strive. Not only is there so many characters that came out in Guilty Gear Strive, there's so many characters that came out in many fighting games all over the place that I'm super interested in. But specifically in Guilty Gear Strive, Abba came out, which is, she is stupid fun. Slayer came out, Elfeld came out. I love Elfeld. I mained her in the last game. Asuka, I've been recently like playing a butt ton of Asuka because he's super fun. So it's like, it's kind of like a resource thing, like a mental resource thing. Also, I've been playing a lot more Street Fighter, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Been kind of like a mental like thing where it's just like I'm playing so many different characters that it's like I don't really have time to invest into my boy anymore, but that's okay because I've already established so much of like experience with him that going back into him, it'll take me far less of a time to actually be good with him, or right, to actually show success with him, that it doesn't really matter, right? Another thing is that with the release of Slayer, I myself, as well as many other people, have been making the distinction that, hey, isn't Slayer just Nago, but like season 1 Nago? Like, isn't that kind of feels like the case, or like season 2 Nago, whichever one he was like one of the strongest characters in the game is. And that answer is pretty interesting because Slayer is very similar. Very similar to Nago. I mean, obviously, yes, there's some distinctions between the two. Let's just jump into training mode just to show those. There's some distinctions between the two. More specifically, is that it feels as though Slayer is good, but his pressure is not as good. Like, his damage is clearly there, right? Like, don't get me wrong, right? Slayer's damage, hold on, let me get this guy to not block for a second. Slayer's damage is definitely there. Like, that did a lot of damage even on Nago, right? He does a lot of damage. It's clearly there, right? Very comparable to Nago's. But it doesn't cost a resource, right? He also has one of the best neutral tools in the game. You can call this the poor man's Beyblade, right? In fact, it does a bit more than Beyblade because, I don't know, it's very good. Another thing you can say is that he has a command grab, right? Very similar to Nago is that he's able to create these, like, when he's in your face, he's able to create these strike throw situations that is terrifying because his command grab in itself is pretty terrifying. Obviously, I have made the case to say that he is not the same, but I've shown things that makes him very similar. One thing that Nago does have over Slayer is that, one, he has far better pressure, right? Like things like Clone, things like this very fast overhead, things like Beyblade, right? He has more, I guess you can say, Gatlings or more command normals that sets up for his command grab, as opposed to Slayer just has to kind of get in your face and do one of these, right? It's more so a case of Slayer's only shtick feels like he does a lot of damage, and Nago's thing is that he has far better like neutral control, far better spacing control, and can do a lot of damage. Now let's talk about, is Nago still strong? Is he still one of the greatest characters in the game? And that one's easy to answer. Yes. Yes, he is one of the greatest characters in the game. Why? Because you have to compare who is currently some of the greatest characters in the game so far. So some of the greatest characters in this game, in this curse patch, is Gold Lewis, right? We also have Sin Kisuke. We also have Soul Bad Guy. We also still have Mei. These are the characters that are known to be some of the strongest in the current patch. Who does well against most of these characters? Actually, it's Nago Boy. Now, see, Nago versus Mei has always notoriously been pretty rough for Nago, but he got some changes that actually made it way better for him. So actually, this is a pretty even, if not a matchup leaning more towards Nago's favor. Now, Nago versus Gold Lewis has always been in Nago's favor. Yeah, White Wild Assault has changed things, but also, I mean, like, Nago also has White Wild Assault. Like, what the fudge? Like, so this matchup kind of is evened out to be the exact same, which is like, yeah, Gold Lewis is hard to deal with, but it's like Nago always beat him. and now he does now. I don't know. It's one of those things. And Sin, Nago's always beat Sin. He just has far better screen control than Sin. He's always defeated Sin. It really doesn't matter. And Nago's always done well against Soul. I mean, not always. Season 1 was pretty rough, but since the changes made to some of Soul's normals, Nago just does well against these characters. He also does far better against zoners, right? Well, I don't know. Like, Slayer has a gun. He has a gun in his fist, but Nago's a character that has far better winning matchups than Slayer against the top tiers. Like, Slayer kind of struggles against Gold Lewis. He kind of struggles against, well, maybe not so much against Soul, but he kind of struggles against characters like Sin, characters that, like Mei, where he doesn't have so much of the screen control that Nago does. And so he kind of gets more run over. He also has far less defensive options than Nago. Nago has a good reversal super. You know, Slayer has a reversal super, but it's kind of slow. Nago has a good reversal super and a far better backdash. Far better and far better throw range. Slayer has neither of those two things. And for those reasons, I feel as though the argument that Slayer is taking over Nago doesn't really make any sense, because, like, even though they act kind of the same, and I've also said this myself, they are not the same. But anyway, that's enough talking. One thing I do want to do is I do want to hop into a match, and in order to get the rust off, there is one specific thing that I'm going to kind of be fishing for in these next few games. I would love to kind of like get this mix up going a bit more. This one, I want to be able to do that in a match, so I'm going to kind of fish for it. If I don't get it, you know, that's all right. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to hop into some games, hopefully get ourselves one of those winning matchups, and be able to, you know, do something a little cheeky with it, right? So let's jump into it. Oh boy. Honored Ogre. If I'm not mistaken, he is a Nago player, which kind of makes sense. There's a lot of Nago players that are also now playing Slayer. So yeah, this kind of makes sense. I don't know exactly how this matchup is supposed to go. I'd assume Nago just has more of a presence on screen than Slayer, and therefore that kind of makes it easier, but I'm good on that. Nice. That's fine. I don't waste his resources there. Nice. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I did not bait that at all, or I did not react to that at all. That dash was kind of tough. Word? Okay, that is tough. Oh my gosh, not like this. Oh my goodness. Why is he not? I thought he got knocked down from that. No, I was supposed to throw him. I tried to throw him, but my brain did not react in time. Frick. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's just one game. That's just one game. Everyone relax. Everyone relax. I gotta get into game mode. All right. Gotta get the Nago. Gotta get the Nago juices flowing again. Okay. Fine. Oh no, not like this. Oh. Ooh, nice backdash, Josh. Ha! Ooh, ah. That's a little, you know, that's a little GrandmastaJ tech right there. Whoosh. Nice. All right, nice round start. I tried to bait that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get it. Actually, nah, I'm gonna just super him. I'm gonna just super him. Mink. We're just gonna get the round. We're gonna get the round, establish who we are, you know what I'm saying? Ooh my gosh, that's the two for flinching right there. That little Fukyo forward, delay a bit. Fukyo back Beyblade, you know what I'm saying? That's it, you know, Slayer can't do that. Slayer wishes he could do that. He can't do that. Nice. Oh my gosh, I tried to freaking... far slash and I did it mad slow. I gotta watch out for those toes, man. Nice. We'll take it. The round is yours. Just kidding. Please? Oh, nice. He had to wild assault there because after that, like, Slayer can't really do nothing. Nice. Whoa, what the frick happened? Okay, I don't know what's going on, but he's dying. I don't know what's happening, but he is for sure dying. Oh my gosh. We are Rusty Crusty Dusty. Oh, wait. Oh, not the 2 for flinching again. Not the 2 for flinching. Okay, I definitely tried to do that. Yep, that's -2, buddy. Okay, here we go. It wasn't clean. It wasn't clean. It wasn't clean. But we cleaned it up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't clean, but we cleaned it up. You know what I mean? I don't know why he mashed there. But hey, you know, what's the nigga to do? He wanted to mash. He wanted to live and die with the mash, and he did. So, what have we learned today? In conclusion, look, Nago's not going anywhere. I still love him. He's my boy. I pick him up and I feel all this power. I feel this power. And I do think he is better than Slayer. He's not, look, Nago's not going nowhere. So, that's all I have for y'all today. Peace.